has any of the certifications really quantifiable impacted your job?
Ako siguro yung parang isa sa example na walang certificate but I got a high paying job. Siguro yung certificate is more on it's going to be depends on the company. Kasi may mga companies talaga na nire-require nila yung certificates and ginagamit nila yon for promotion as well.
Sa mga beginners dyan, pag developers kayo, you should focus more on building projects na using the programming languages that you want to learn instead of taking the certifications. That way, you get to apply talaga what you've learned.
Welcome to Kaka Computer. This episode, we're talking about certifications that matter in IT. Which certifications will boost your career prospects?
Alright, so now pag-usapan natin yung mga certifications naman in IT. And sige, simulan natin. Raf, what role do you think certifications play in the IT industry today?
Right. So, kasi not all certifications are equal. We have to recognize that. No? There are some certificates that are really in demand. There are some certificates that are good to have. And then there are some certificates na medyo, what do you call this? It's nice na lang, nice. It's nice. But not really looked in, not look too much, no? Lalo na yung mga certificate of participation. So I think the thing that you have to do is look at which certificates that you're gonna aim for, if you're gonna aim for one, and then what's your motivation for that. Kaya ba?
I guess for me, it really depends on the kind of role that you have. So for instance, if you're gonna be on a network engineer role, syempre importante yung certifications dun. Cybersecurity, importante din. DevOps, importante din. And for developer roles, siguro not as much, but they're nice to have.
Right.
Ikaw, Rod.
Sa akin, kaya nang sabi ni Bryle. So parang same kami na idea. So actually yun nga, gaya rin sabi ni Sir Rapi, may mga certificates talaga na hindi talaga need. May mga required and nagdedepende siya dun sa role. So kung SAP, ayun, for sure, required yun, yung mga SAP certification and so on. But for the other certification, it really depends on your role.
No? What certifications are very hot right now? Like a lot of employers are looking for.
I guess mga cloud technologies. They're very parang in demand right now. If you're an expert on like GCP, AWS, Azure, that's really something nice to have on your resume if you have certifications in those.
Right.
So, I guess, yun nga, kung sa pagdating sa mga hot certification, number one dyan yung mga big three cloud, no? Nandiyan dyan si AWS, nandiyan dyan si Azure, nandiyan dyan si GCP and so on. But, like what I said kanina, it's really depends on the role kung nagmamatter ba siya or hindi. Pero yun yung parang, for me, yung big three na hot talaga na certifications.
Right. And gusto ko lang din i-share, no? Meron akong insider information about certifications, especially sa cloud providers. So, ang insider information dito is a lot of, if you work for a partner company or partner network, so example, Big Cloud, pas partner kayo, parang yung company niyo serves that cloud provider as a consultant, etc., or reseller. The employees of that partner oftentimes are required to get a certification. So they'll sponsor the certification of their staff, of their employees. But also, ang insider information din dito pala is the Big Cloud actually gives credits, or in other words, parang rebate sa company itself based on the number of certified people in their company. So may incentive si cloud provider na bigyan din yung, bigyan ng rebate. Yung company may incentive din to get more people that are certified. And then yung employee, of course, meron din siyang konting incentive because sometimes it's now required in some probations are now required to have at least a foundational certificate. Di ka na ma-renew or di ka ma-regularize kung hindi ka pumasa ng foundation. Some companies do that already now. So para siyang gumagawa sila ng sariling ecosystem in a sense, no? May locking in mechanism because of that.
That's why. Kasi if I remember correctly dun sa previous company ko is my CEO actually gusto nila magkaroon kami ng mga certificate.
Yes.
It's because gusto nila magkaroon ng partnership dun sa AWS.
Yes.
That's why pala, yun pala yung reason kung bakit gusto ng company namin na mag-take yung some of the skilled developers to have a certificate to have this partnership with the cloud provider. Oh, I see.
Right. And kung hindi naman cloud yung path mo, let's say, of course not, we are in tech or IT, hindi naman to lahat development. Let's say, about sa creative side, meron ba tayong masasuggest na certificate na kunin nila, whether it be from the industry itself or pwede itong mga Udemy, di ba? May mga sometimes they also do that.
Siguro I'm not the expert on this, but there are some certifications that are tool specific for Adobe, for Figma, may mga doon for creatives that they can take. And for Udemy naman, I'm really not sure kung ano pa yung pwedeng nilang kunin. And then again, it really depends on your career goals kung ano yung certifications that are right for you.
All right. Paano ba pumili? Yeah.
Sa akin kasi it depends eh. Siguro nakikita ko yung certification, especially yung mga optional certification like itong mga pre-code camp, yung mga Udemy and so on. Siguro if the students or the other programmers take the certificate as their challenge, as their like a reward, no?
Mm-hmm.
Siguro pwede nilang gamitin yun as their reward para mas ma-pursue nila or mas ma-engganyo sila to learn more about those specific technologies.
And to add on that, on the other side of things, meron din mga beginners or students na think of certificates as a way to tama naman sila, to boost their resume, although they skip the earning part.
Yes.
So parang proud sila na may certificate sila, but getting that certificate, parang in-skip lang nila. They can look up online for may mga may mga reviewers na they can just they can answer the certificate exam, tas kopyahin lang. And it ruins the purpose of the certification in the first place. Ganun.
Right. Speaking of certification, I think it's time to thank our sponsor for this episode, Tutorials Dojo, your one-stop learning portal. I personally use Tutorials Dojo as well to get my cloud certificate. They really are very good. They're experts in making practice exams specifically. So the major cloud providers, they have an exam for all. Do check them out as well.
And if you're enjoying this episode, don't forget to subscribe and share it with your friends. So, talking about certification exams, what's the best way to review or to prepare when you're taking the certification? Ikaw, Raf, since marami ka namang certifications.
Right. I just recently got the AI practitioner certificate itself. That one was quite interesting or a challenge for me because it's very scientific. There's so many terminologies there, and it's not necessarily more concept siya than the actual cloud service. Yes, may bonus in terms of if you know the cloud service, but there are many things there that are more foundational or more what do you call this? More science nga nasa AI
more
part,
of the concepts.
More of the concept talaga, no? Hindi siya layman in that sense, no? For me, first is choosing a certificate. I usually get a certificate if I feel it will boost my knowledge. So AI, because now there's a rise of AI, I also do a lot of prompt engineering now. So that's why I want to get, tama ba the way I do prompt engineering? No? May better way ba to do this? Before that, I also got a Google certificate naman because I was gonna work on a lot of Google services naman for a while. Right? So choosing, I feel like first is choose something that you will use. No? So don't get a certificate if you're not gonna use it, you're not gonna practice it naman. Masasayang lang yung study mo.
Medyo nagigilty ako kasi I only take certificates if it's free. If may promo.
Parang binaril pala si Brel.
Kasi in my thinking naman, if I get that, I'm gonna use it, and then it shows it will pay for itself in the end. Parang maybe not immediately, but maybe makakuha ko ng raise or I become more efficient, etc. And then in terms of actually taking the certification, what I really do is I really do a lot of practice exam.
So
yun yung number one way ko, no. Maybe later on, not too much na kasi ang dami ko na ring practice exam na kuha over the years. But if you're really starting out, do practice exam. Kasi, I wanna add lang to this, no? Alam ko, for this topic, ang tagal ko na nagsalita. Kasi parang after graduation, parang natatakot na tayo mag-exam. Parang hindi na tayo sanay kasi mag-exam. Yung parang napapanaginipan pa natin yun minsan, di ba? Yung school na parang, uy, bumagsak ako, ganyan. Pero, so, practice exams help you parang open up that idea again na mag-e-exam ka. Na hindi ka dapat matakot mag-exam at hindi ka dapat matakot mag-fail din.
And to add on that, no, I really agree with practice exams part kasi in my recent certifications, yun talaga yung nag-help sa akin. Kasi before I used to do review ko lang ulit yung materials pero sobrang it takes so much of my time. And one hack that I did to make myself more productive while reviewing. So parang china-chat GPT ko lang na create a practice exam for me for 50 items ganyan. And then it generates like a multiple choice for me. Tapos nare-review ko talaga and come exam day yun nare-recall ko agad yung questions, and it might work for me, it might also work for others then ganun.
Right. So far ba, has any of the certifications really quantifiable impacted your job? Parang you could really say na because of this certificate, it became this, no? Maybe in a sense of people that have and people that don't have, no? If meron kayong good examples for that.
For me, ako siguro yung parang isa sa example na walang certificate, but I got a high paying job. So siguro that's why I said kanina na pag-usapan natin kanina na there are certificates na required, there are certificates na optional, there are certificates na parang may lang parang okay, meron ka niyan. Siguro yung certificate is more on it's going to be depends on the company. Kasi may mga companies talaga na nire-require nila yung certificates and ginagamit nila yon for promotion as well.
Right.
Pero may mga companies, especially if you're in developer side, hindi siya totally parang, especially kung mga startup company or mga mid-size company, hindi siya kailangan eh. Hindi siya kailangan. Ang kailangan mo is to have a technical skill and also you have soft skills. Yun yung parang pinaka-important to have a greater or higher paying jobs.
Right.
So yeah, to add on that, on the developer side of things, certifications really don't play much of a role since wala namang standard certifications for like certain programming languages.
Tama, wala tayong board exam.
Wala. Oo. And especially if you're working on open source technology,
That's right.
wala naman talaga. Siguro sa mga beginners dyan, in pag developers kayo, you should focus more on building projects na using the programming languages that you want to learn instead of taking the certifications. That way, you get to apply talaga what you've learned.
Tama. Anyway, yung certification mo is your job experience. No? Yung resume mo, in a sense, parang certificate na din yan. Kung
That's
nakita
right.
nila na maganda pagagawa, and then, you really have the skill set in the certificate, and then they will test it anyway. So, yun na yung, at that point, certificate mo in that sense.
I just wanted to add lang siguro, no? So, I just wanted to share yung experience ko. So, I'm actually working remotely sa US, no? Meron kaming candidate, actually, parang 20 years na siya, experience niya. And then, meron siyang bunch of certificates ng AWS, actually. Sobrang dami niyang certification. But nung hire na namin siya, and then we start building yung mga architecture namin sa AWS, may idea siya on the concept-wise, but yung pag actual implementation na, doon na siya nawawala ng idea. So, alam niya yung concept. So, siguro ang gusto kong iparating dito is, yung sa certification talaga, it actually gives you a lot of information how the cloud services works.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean na pagka nag-take ka ng certification is meron ka mabibigyan ka nila agad ng idea how to implement that. So, meaning, if you're taking a certification, you need to apply that as well. So, I guess that's...
Yun nga yung sabi ko, di ba? If you're not gonna apply it, don't take that certification. Kasi yes, you studied for it and then hindi mo ma-apply, makakalimutan mo rin. May top level ka, yes. And actually, maybe that's good for managers. At least hindi kayo totally blank during meetings. No? But as developers or as somebody who is day-to-day, apply what you studied.
That's right.
Any certifications naman na, hot topic na we shouldn't get at all?
Yun nga, yung I mean, if hindi naman siya sobrang mahal, if you can take it for free naman. Again, it's nice to have, but you could use that time to take certifications that matter more to you, na you're passionate in. Again, as what you were saying kanina. Ayaw mag-drop ng mga certification kasi it varies eh. What what I think is not beneficial for me could be beneficial for others. But I guess what my point is yung mga certificates of participation, i-add mo ba siya sa resume mo?
So,
Hindi, no?
Hindi.
Unless yun nga, wala ka na talagang pwede malagay.
Kunwari,
no?
umattend ka sa event na ganito, tapos may certificate of participation ka, would you add that to your resume?
yan yung gusto ko sana sabihin. So ano yung mga certificate na dapat hindi nyo kunin? Is yung mga meetup events.
Oo.
Kasi parang waste of characters yun sa resume. Kasi hindi naman nagmamatter yun eh. So kung umattend ka rito, so what?
Siguro, what you should take there is the network that you're building.
Yes.
Oo, not the certification itself.
Para to push this topic lang, no? Ako, I haven't seen, di ko na sinasabi na hindi siya valuable, but I haven't seen sa tech anyway, yung LinkedIn certificate na learning. Hindi ko pa siya nakita na anyone's using it. Baka meron na in the kasi di ba there are LinkedIn skills, minsan English skills, ganyan, pero I haven't seen it being used too much. Maybe it's valuable to learn, pero I haven't seen it in the resumes
Ako
too
naman,
much.
sharing on that, it's valuable in some instances pag nasa recruiter side ka for LinkedIn kasi nafi-filter out mo yung mga candidates on LinkedIn whether they have passed these kinds of LinkedIn certification. So mas madaling ma-funnel nung recruiter yung mga hinahanap nila kasi for platform specific lang din siya for LinkedIn lang din.
I see.